It is so bad when people you trust and turn to for help make matters worse or don't believe you or take you seriously. So that's what happened to this couple in this documentary, American Nightmare, and I'm going to be talking about it today. Hi guys, it's your girl Tayo, aka Misty. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If it's your first time, thank you. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Like this video, drop a comment and share it with your friends. Also, I have a blog on WordPress. The link will be in my description box and it will also be showing on the screen. So today, as I said, I'm going to be talking about the new Netflix documentary, American Nightmare. So, American Nightmare is a 2024 true crime documentary series from Netflix. So, and it was released on January 17th, 2024, and it has 3 episodes. And the 3 episodes, I think they are about between 40 to 50 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so it's a real life story based on a couple, Aaron and Denise, who got kidnapped in 2005. So the documentary starts with the boyfriend side, that's Aaron. So in 2015, Aaron called 911 telling them that his girlfriend got kidnapped, and he called the police to help him, but they were like, why did you wait so long before you called? So they were suspicious, and I'm not going to need to I was suspicious at first because the story, it seemed really unbelievable, but then it stuck to the story, kept saying the same thing, and we started seeing evidence. So then episode 2, then we see the girl comes back unarmed, but she has been abused, she has been traumatized. So, and then people were like, is it a reenactment of the Gone Girl movie? Because Gone Girl came out the year before. So people, including the police, they were like, they planned it, the couple planned it, they were reenacting Gone Girl series, and they were going to persecute the couple. So basically, the police were like, you guys are crooks, criminals, you wasted our resources, and it was all a hoax. But the couple, they were trying to explain, they were like, they didn't plan this. Why would they plan this? Their house was broken into, and Denise was kidnapped. She was even sexually abused when she was kidnapped. She was explaining to them, but like the police, they were not following up, they were not taking them seriously. So anyway, the last episode, we see how, okay, I didn't say this, but this happened in Vallejo in California. So the Vallejo police department didn't believe them. Okay, so the last episode, we see another detective in another area in California, I think called Dublin in California. So she was investigating a home invasion, and the story too was so weird. The woman, the police actress was telling the woman, was it a nightmare? Are you sure this really happened? The woman was like, yes, I'm sure this really happened. Anyway, so the detective, she was investigating, then she came across, she connected her case and her suspect to Dennis and Aaron's case. So anyway, they finally got to the root of Dennis and Aaron's case after years. But this couple, they've gone through a lot. They've gone through trauma, like they've lost relationships, they've lost the life they once had together, and they trusted the police to help them. Like in the documentary, Denise was like, she couldn't wait to like go back to her life, but when she came back, her life was not the same. Their life was never the same after their home invasion and the kidnap in 2005. So yeah, this documentary just exposed how the Value Police Department, they didn't do their job well to protect Dennis and Aaron. The police, they just like didn't believe it, and they didn't want to like put any effort to like prove that maybe they were saying the truth. They didn't even like put in efforts in Aaron's and Dennis' case 1%. Like they just did the bare minimum and be like, yeah, they can't find anything, you must have been lying, you are lying, blah blah blah. So anyway, that's it. So this documentary, like I said, is 3 episodes. It's a quick watch and they went straight to the point. They didn't make anything longer than it should be. They didn't try to drag on the story. They just went through the story from the beginning until how they were vindicated, how they were proven right. So it's good. It's a quick watch. I watched it in like one day and yeah, it was interesting, it's touching, and it's like really scary to believe that things like that can happen. Like you go to the police for help, but then they make things worse. They don't believe you and they just make matters 100 times worse instead of helping you. And I know that's why some people are kind of skeptical about the police. Yeah. And also in this documentary, they had a lot of actual footage from like Aaron and Dennis interview, like the original interview in 2005. We could see pieces and glimpses of it from like the camera in the interrogation room back then. They brought the footage, and we saw a lot of news reports about their case. The news reporters, so they were like believing the police. They were like, oh, this was a hoax, it was a Gone Girl reenactment and stuff like that. So they used the real footage, and yeah, in this documentary they combined real footage with some reenactments to like tell the story. And if you watch this documentary, you'll be able to follow the story from the beginning to the end. Like you will be drawn into it because it's so crazy and like it's real life. So like that really happened to Dennis and Aaron, but it's a sad story, but I'm glad they were able to get vindicated and they are still together. They got married and like they have 2 beautiful daughters, yeah, today. So it's good that at least they didn't let that break them. It made them closer than ever. And yeah, it was just like a hitch in their story. This story kind of reminds me of the girl a few months back who called 911 and then disappeared. Then later she turned up and like confessed that it was a lie and stuff like that. And the girl had people worried. There were a lot of posts on Instagram about of the girl's picture and like saying pray for her, blah blah blah. Then later, thank God she has been found safe, but the girl made it up. So this documentary reminded me of that. So but this is more serious. Like we saw what Aaron was going through during the time. Like we heard his story, we heard Dennis's story, we heard from both their parents, and yeah, we could hear different sides of the story. And it's just good that they're okay now, that everything is fine now. We know who did it and the criminal was brought to justice, which is the main thing. And if the Vallejo PD had just done their job as they should have, the case would have been solved way faster, and it would have saved the couple a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, and giving them back the life they knew, or like somewhat of that life. And Anyway, that's it for the story, American Nightmare. I highly recommend it. It's a tough story to watch, and I don't think it will be suitable for kids. Yeah, just if you love documentary, if you love true crime stories, yeah, you will love American Nightmare. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in, and before I go, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.